If you guys have been looking for a Netflix DVD by mail replacement, I think I have one for you. As you know, Netflix shut down their DVD through the mail rental service back in September of 2023, and since then there have been a couple of other companies who have tried to step into that role, but none that have really impressed me. I have gotten this question a lot from viewers and followers on what the next step is, because believe it or not, there were almost 2 million people still using that Netflix DVD through the mail service. So there's a significant amount of people out there who were relying on Netflix for their physical media and now didn't have a great option. Luckily, I came across Choovie Rentals, and is actually run and founded by a viewer of the channel here, a longtime viewer, Garrett. He left the corporate world and he started Choovie Rentals to try to help people out, to fill this gap, to give people an option to get their hands on DVD, Blu-ray, but also 4K UHD media through the mail to make it affordable and accessible for everybody, especially those 2 million people who were relying on Netflix for physical media and were just left completely without any options. So I signed up for Choovie Rentals. I got my 3 movies in the mail. I'm going to talk to you about how this works. If you're familiar with Netflix DVD, this will probably be pretty nostalgic for you. It's very similar. But I'll break down their options, why I think that they are right now the best of a few different competitors who are coming out of this market, and give you my honest thoughts on the selection and the process, and where I think this could be super helpful, even if you aren't somebody who maybe was a Netflix through the mail subscriber. I see there's benefit here for everybody. So let me just break down how this all comes in. Choovie is pretty easy. You go to their website, you sign up, and you build a queue. If you're familiar with the Netflix queue, it's very similar to that. Right now, I believe it's about 1,500-ish titles, but it's growing every single day. New titles are being added. New releases are coming right in here as soon as they're available, and there's tons of back catalog stuff that's also being added. There's Blu-ray and 4K UHD, which not a lot of these services have, and there's a pretty healthy selection of 4K. So you go to the site, you sign up, you fill out your queue, and then in a few days, it shows up in the mail in this envelope, right? Very much like Netflix. Now, when the envelope arrives, it comes with like a tear away cover. You tear that off. That has all your information on it. And then underneath that is the resealable envelope, which is what you're going to send these things back in when you're done. There's no shipping costs for you on either way. It's all included in your subscription cost. So it's free shipping for returns, free shipping for anything that gets sent out to you. Inside the envelope is the Choovie package. It's foam padded. It's actually pretty protective. And then I've got my 3 movies right here on the disc. So you're not getting packaging or anything like that. You're getting the discs just like you did on Netflix. Now, personally, I was using this service to try to test some new 4K discs before I go out and make a purchase. So I got The Boogans from Kino Lorber on 4K. I got Face Off from Kino Lorber on 4K. And then I also got Creepshow from Scream Factory on 4K. So boutique labels, 4K titles, not the kind of thing you'd probably even find at your library, and definitely not the kind of thing you'd even find on Netflix when they were doing this. You would not get 4K boutique media like this. And so it's really as simple as I get the disc, I pop these in my player, and when I'm done, I put it right back in this envelope. I seal it up here at the bottom, pop it in a mailbox, and then when it arrives, I got more discs coming my way. For me, the real benefit was that kind of test run, right? It's a trial run of what are pretty expensive 4K releases. So now I can watch Face Off, I can watch Creepshow, I can watch The Boogans, which I've never even seen. That one especially, I can decide, is this a movie I want to own? Is it worth getting on 4K? Is Face Off worth the 4K upgrade? Is Creepshow worth the 4K upgrade? You know, for just a couple of bucks, I can save myself from potentially making a $25 to $30 purchase, which I later regret. So I find that part of it really cool, but I also think it's super cool if there's just something you wanted to see, but probably don't think you want to own. Now, you might surprise yourself after you watch the movie, but you know, for me personally, I could see something like Wonka not being a movie I would necessarily buy, but one that I would like to check out. And given that I don't get out to the theaters much, it is always nice to get the new release titles in and be able to watch them in the highest quality at my house. So if you're in that situation like me, you don't get out to the theaters much, a subscription plan to Choovie is literally about the cost of 2 movie tickets or less depending on the plan, and you can get a ton of the new release discs sent to your house each month. And then of course, like the third use case is obviously the people out there that have a hard time getting media. It's getting harder than ever. You basically have to order online. Best Buy is shutting down. You still have Walmarts out there, but there are parts of the country where in the United States, it's not easy to go and buy something. It may not be super affordable for you to be buying new releases at $25 every week. And I think that's the market that Netflix DVD was targeting. It is not cheap to buy as much media as I'm buying or some other collectors are buying. And there's people who want to still experience this stuff in the highest quality, but they don't have the money to go out and buy these things every week or even just buy their favorites. So a program like Choovie and what Netflix DVD was allows you to get all the latest stuff at one low monthly cost. So personally, this brought back a ton of nostalgia for me because I did Netflix DVD through the mail for many years, all throughout like elementary school into middle school into high school. We were getting DVDs through the mail. I saw many movies for the first time through Netflix DVD, and I'm so excited to see somebody trying to pick this up and help people, because this is, I think, a service that people want, need, and will use. And it's even more exciting to see Choovie embracing the 4K format, which I don't think a lot of these subscription services would do because it is more expensive, it's more niche, but it basically allows anybody who signed up for this to experience 4K at a very reasonable price. So really quickly, I want to break down the plans for you and just explain what's going on, because it is a little bit different than some other services, but when I really think about it, I kind of have a favorite in mind and one that makes sense, but there's really a price point for everybody. So your basic plan, it's only $16 a month. You get 4 discs a month and you get 2 discs at a time. So you're looking at about $4 per disc. Not bad if you just want to watch a couple of the new release movies. And like I said, that's about the cost of one movie ticket. Now, the essential plan is $23 a month. You get 8 discs per month and you can get up to 4 at a time. So you can backfill your queue and basically do 2 shipments of 4 discs throughout the month. And for $23, you're looking at, what are we talking about here? $3-ish per disc. Not bad. Now, the one I think that will appeal to most people is probably the choice plan. It's $29 a month. You get 12 discs per month, but you can get 6 discs at a time. Not many services would let you do that. In fact, Netflix would only, at their highest plan, let you take 3. So you can really fill up and say, hey, I'm going to get these 6. They're going to show up. There's your first half of your month. You watch those 6 movies over the next 15 days, send them back, get another 6 discs. It's not bad, and that pricing works out to like $2.50. And then if you really want to go crazy, there is the premium plan. It's $36. You get 16 discs a month and you can get 8 discs at a time. So super cheap there per disc. And the 8 discs at a time is kind of crazy. You could get yourself a week's worth of movies. If you have like a week off from work or something, you could just get a whole week's worth plus one at the same time, which I don't know of any service that's giving you that many. So that's pretty cool. The other cool thing is I've been talking to Garrett, who runs Choovie. He's a cool guy. And you know what? He said, we're going to give the viewers here a reason to sign up and a little incentive for being a viewer of the channel. So if any of you guys want to try these plans, even if it's just for 1 month, there's no long-term commitment. You try it for a month, see what happens. Choovie is offering 30% off your first month. So you can take 30% off each of those prices for your first month to try it out, see what you think about it, maybe get some new media in, and then from there, see if it's something that you would consider to keep going on with. So if you want to check them out, you get 30% off your first month thanks to Choovie. That link will be in the video description and it'll be in the pinned comment. And let me know what you guys think. I know obviously this isn't for everybody. There's going to be collectors out there who don't want to rent, but I do think there is a market for this. So thank you to Garrett for reaching out. I'm excited that I was able to test drive the service with him. I'm excited that somebody from our community went and launched this and made something happen. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope this made sense. I hope this was a good breakdown for you all. I love what they're doing. Go support them. Go support a fellow viewer, a fellow physical media enthusiast and collector. This is a guy who's passionate about physical media, who literally quit his job to go start this service, and I love that passion. So let's support him if this is something you're interested in. Of course, I'm not going to make you guys sign up, but you do have a pretty good deal there with 30% off. And if you've been looking for that alternative, there's no better time than now to kickstart it and give it a try. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and make sure you check that link in the description and in the pinned comment. You can also scan the QR code right here. If you're on a TV, you just take your phone out, camera app, Go right there. It'll bring you to all my links, including the 30% off first month link for Choovie. And make sure you follow me on social media and subscribe here for all the latest in movies, home entertainment, and physical media. So that's it. Have a great rest of your day. Stay safe, stay healthy out there, and I'll talk to you all soon.